Hello! Welcome to Rules as Fun. This is our second episode. I'm your DM for this evening and many evenings to come, I hope. Oh, hey, I just got a notification that I went live. Great, good to know. Now, because this is only the second episode, I thought it would be nice to have a small introduction of the players and their characters. So why don't you all tell me who you are, if you want, who your character is, and the favorite ability of your character.
Ooh.
I'll start again, I presume. Same
Go
order
for
as
it.
last time.
Let's do
Go
the same
for it.
order as last.
I'm Merel. I'll be playing Kiva, the Halford Ranger, with some diplomacy skills under her belt and a great love for her military uniform. I think I found a job, which was the main goal last episode. Now just to confirm that I found friends. So we'll be looking at that. I think my favorite ability is going to have to be my Spheres of Might ability to enhance someone's physical abilities. So last session I made Ren additionally strong, which was great. I'll be
Which
using
I
that.
really appreciated, definitely. Speaking of Ren, that's my character. My name is Robert, and I'm playing a Spriggan Striker, so like a small fey creature, something between like a goblin and a halfling. And my character is working at a blacksmith, or was working, because the blacksmith is now kidnapped, and we're following and making sure we get him back. And my favorite ability, I think, is Bloody Counter, because I can just decide, oh no, you can hit me, it's fine, and then hit them back, which is
It also
fun.
sounds awesome. Bloody
Yeah.
counter.
I did nothing in my turn and made 2 attacks in another character's turn, which was amazing.
Right, I was third. Yes. Anyway, I'm H.E. Mills, aka Hoop, an author, about to publish my first ebook. And I play Asanu. And Asanu is, well, he's a bit of a scaredy cat. Went running from his wife of a few hundred years. And he is a magic item crafter by trade. An enchanter, and he I think my favorite, as in H.E. Mills, my favorite ability is probably isomorph, because it allows me to, when I teleport people, it allows me to change their direction they're facing and remove their momentum, so I can do some pretty fun things with that at some point. But I think Asanu's favorite ability is probably just Greater Barrier. It's yeah, makes him feel safe. It's a safety blanket.
Yeah, and then that's me left. Hi, I'm Clara. I use they them pronouns, so for everyone who didn't know that. My character is a firefighter. He's a wild elf, which means that he has a deep connection to nature. And for Finn, that's mostly water. He really likes his water. He wants to fight fire at all costs, and both his and my favorite ability is the Dragon Lung, which is a CS of Power ability of the
Nature
sphere. Yeah, it's nature sphere, which lets him effectively breathe cold damage, which I then translated to be just as a water hose. So he basically vomits water just like a water hose. So he's the best firefighter he can be by being an actual water hose. Yeah.
Are we continuing the water drinking game?
I would say we
Sure.
do.
Well, I
Sure.
came prepared, so you know.
I do too.
Everybody got their water.
Every time that Finn uses an ability that creates water, we have to drink to stay hydrated.
Yeah. Yes.
So we don't forget. I did totally forget, though, speaking of forgetting, to tell that we're playing Pathfinder. If that would not be obvious from, well, the font and, the Pathfinder that it says that we're playing right now. So that's no mistake. We're actually playing Pathfinder. We're also not really playing Pathfinder because we're using quite some third-party material and we're doing a lot of homebrew just to keep everything more fun for everyone. So let us get started.
Mm-hmm.
During the last session, our party met each other through various circumstances, most of which involved the burning of a blacksmith, the burning of the smithy and the kidnapping of the blacksmith. The party fought a fire elemental, escaped relatively unharmed, and decided to go and hunt for this kidnapped person. They followed tracks through the forest. Had another minor encounter with some people who tried to stop them, who have been dealt with accordingly. And that's how they ended up in the camp of...
I don't think... He doesn't know that we killed his men, does he?
But were they his men? Or...
As far as you know, he doesn't know.
Fair enough.
You have now entered the camp of Halvar Ortson, who has given you the task to retrieve 3 items from beyond the world border into this place where reality kind of has broken down, where the world is just destroyed and it's become a magical wasteland. And in exchange for those 3 items, he will let all the people that his man snagged from the village go. Did I miss something?
No, I think that's it.
All right.
Yeah.
Then that's where we start off. You are led outside of this fortified ruin that Lord Ortson has made his camp in. And the person that is leading you out of there turns to you and says, "If you could please follow me, then I can provide you with supplies that might be useful for your journey."
That would be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much.
Hey, that leader guy of yours, have you ever seen him fight?
I have.
So what's he like?
Dangerous.
Don't egg him on, please.
Ren is just smiling now. Like a kid in a candy store.
This person leads you to a set of tents close by. They step in and they come back with 4 backpacks. These should contain the backpack, of course. There's a bedroll contained, 2 belt pouches, 10 pieces of chalk, flint and steel, 50 foot of rope, 1 week's rations, soap, 5 torches, and a water skin. I will put it in chat for you. Here.
Thank you for that.
So that you don't have to remember it.
I like that the backpack contains a backpack.
Ah!
So do we have 2 backpacks now?
No.
Okay.
Aw.
No exploitation.
It contains itself, all right?
Yeah.
Self-contained.
Mine is alone. All right. Cool.
And I also have this, and they hand you a piece of paper that is a very it's it's really just like a cutout of a larger map, and it kind of shows where Grafenwald, the town that you came from,
The town on fire.
the town that was on fire, where that is, as well as the current encampment, which is just encircled. And then there is another marker that says Kronberg, the town beyond the world border where you're supposed to go.
Is there also like a line depicting the world border?
There's no line depicting the world border. World border, not the world border. It seems to be a rather old map. It also still has roads. For those of you who know even just a little about the old world and the world border and the waste beyond, the roads technically do still exist, but they usually don't lead to the destinations anymore because of like just shifting around Earth and for example, and this is something that people who are a little familiar, who are at home in the Grafenwald would know. To get from Grafenwald beyond the world border, and in this case to Kronberg, there are two main ways to do it. You can go basically from here, this encampment, or somewhere in between, close to here. You can just go straight to it, but you hit the world border very early. And you will probably have a little more than a day's travel through the wastes. The other route is kind of it's a little bit longer, but you go to the place where Kronberg is very close to the world border and cross there. The problem with that, however, is that there are currently mountains in that location. So it would be difficult to cross.
There are
Yes,
currently
there are
mountains in it.
Yes,
Currently.
because about 30 years ago, those mountains were not there yet.
Fresh mountains. All right. They
I'll
still smell.
take
They have still
them
that fresh mountain smell. Yeah.
I'll take out my map case and put it in.
All right.
I have a map case on me.
The map case is way too big for this.
Well, at least it'll be preserved because, old.
Yeah. Old. It's not that old. It is more like, it's about 50 years old probably.
Okay, so we can go the route via the mountains, but then we have to cross the mountains? Or is it just, are they like very difficult to pass?
You can do that route, and there are like mountain passes. It's more like it will be a little more difficult. It's not like, oh, you'd actually need to climb a mountain range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Asano is definitely in favor of the routes that leaves us very shortly only in the world border. So going by the mountains seems safest to Asano.
But is that longer? I mean, do we have to walk around and?
You kind of have to walk around.
But that will take more time.
If everything goes well, from where you are now to Kronberg, just straight through crossing the world border will take a little more than a day. And the way around will take a little more than 2 days.
That's a full day.
Yeah.
No,
that's the choice.
Let's just take the short route, because we have to free these people now.
Now, look, Ren, I mean, of course we need to free these people, but in order to free them, we have to actually succeed. And also, I mean, yes, this route may seem much shorter, but beyond the world border, it's very easy to get lost. So if we take that route, we might end up wandering for days. I think we should take the route through the mountains. We'll probably end up getting there faster.
Can I take a moment to study the old map?
Yes.
and see if there is basically geographical landmarks that would make either route that would basically would have remained, such as particular peaks or clumps of forestry to guide either path.
Like I just said, the mountains beyond the world border are there now for a little more than 20 years. Beyond the world border, like this map is going to be wrong. Beyond the world border, nothing is known.
Okay.
So even if it would contain landmarks, there's no guarantee that they would still be there.
In that case, I'll turn to Ren and say, if we take the direct route, we don't know how much of the landscape is still the same, which means we could encounter mountains that take ages to traverse, even on the direct route. Having as little time as possible within the unknown lands basically makes that we're more sure of how long we're going to be traveling.
Yes,
Wait.
Assuming that Kronberg is still in the same place, of course.
Wait, so are you
Or
guys...
the ruins.
The
guys-
person who is with you, who is still with you, says, "We have gained from multiple sources that Kronberg or its ruins are still in roughly the same place."
Roughly.
Wait, so are you guys scared, pragmatic, or just both?
Yes.
I am
but,
pragmatic.
pragmatic. Well, yeah, yes, I'm just being pragmatic.
I'm tremendously interested in traversing new lands, maybe mapping them out. But since we're on a job, having the security of knowing how long it will take might give us more of a guarantee to be sure that we're back in a week.
Exactly.
Okay, that sounds wise.
Thanks.
Good.
So
So we're agreed.
Well, Finn, you also agree?
Yeah. Basically, we have no choice, do we? We can't just stay here.
No, we have two choices actually, like through the mountains.
Yes.
How about
Yeah.
we leave the camp and we discuss further?
Yay!
That seems fine. Yes. Who knows?
Is
We
there-
might encounter some fires along the way for you to extinguish
Yay.
or fight.
Oh, you meant her. Oh, you meant okay. I thought you meant me.
yeah, so you leave camp again through the same entrance that you entered just shortly ago.
Oh.
Basically, as soon as we're out of sight, I'll just sort of turn to all of them. I am so sorry for immediately accepting that deal. I know we didn't discuss any of this. I did not intend to overrule anyone or anything, but and none of you really have any reason to be here. So I'm just really, really sorry. I really didn't mean to. I hope you're all still okay with doing this, or if you want to go back, that's also fine. I am definitely going, and anyone who wants to come with, I'll help any way I can. Just
I'm definitely going either way. I mean, I promised. So,
yeah, that seems to be a thing for you, right?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Promises are important. That I agree. Yeah. I mean, I've never really been so far out, so I don't
Neither
know.
have I. It's kind of exciting.
All the more reason
It's
to go have
also
a look.
really dangerous, really scary. I mean,
Yes, that it is.
Isn't fighting fires also pretty dangerous?
Yes, exactly.
yes,
I mean,
but
the place we came from is also very scary and dangerous. So it's no.
I mean, I know how
Downside.
to fight fire. I don't know how to deal with I don't know. The whatever's coming.
I get
The
that.
unknown, basically. I don't know what's coming, so I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to do.
Well, Finn, what are your fists?
What?
No, I'm sorry. That was wrong. Like, these are my weapons.
Yeah.
This is what I do damage with. What do you do
Uh-huh.
damage with?
What are your fists?
Well, I mean, I have my trusty axe. I have
Oh,
my water.
Yes, that is quite a peculiar ability of yours to spew water like that.
I know.
Are you like
I've
a
hit
part
full by it.
gargoyle
It
or
was
something?
awesome.
And we've
A
seen you use it
gargoyle?
against. We've seen you
Yes.
use it against more than
Yeah.
fires. You have
And
already
you
said
like
that.
threw the axe in the guy's head.
Yes, that was amazing.
Yeah.
With
So
misguided.
do that.
Yeah, that was a literal accident, as you said last time, but still.
Why are you laughing?
Nothing. It went over your head, didn't it? Never mind.
Literally. Yeah,
Hey.
I mean, I could come with you, but
You've come this far. Why turn back now?
yes, that
It's
is.
been fun, hasn't it?
And I mean,
I
we
have
couldn't-
never been far out. I don't know. Also, like where I come from.
You also don't know what you're missing.
Yeah.
You don't know where you come from?
Yeah. Well, I mean, have you seen anyone with antlers around here? I
I've seen
doubt
some
that.
deer, but
Deer,
other
definitely.
than that, no. Yeah.
No, but I've also never seen anyone like me around here.
Yeah.
Then again, I've only been here for like a day.
Oh, some spriggans actually wore antlers, but it was more like decoration. Are yours real?
Yeah. Definitely.
I mean, it's kind of rude, but can I touch them?
uh. Yeah. Sure. I kneel like I'm like tall
Right.
as fuck. I'm a
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
real big boy. So I kneel down and I literally like
Like very carefully, like. Okay.
Sanu's kind of like also touches it for a bit. Like, oh, it's very soft.
oh
Silky.
yeah. I hope that you guys never witness me losing them. Anyway,
What?
we
Sounds
might yeah.
Right.
Well, maybe if I stay around here, I will never meet another wild elf. That's just a
Exactly.
fact.
And also, if we find these artifacts, we may have some leverage to actually get these arsonists.
It's not necessarily a fact.
And
it's just
maybe
very likely.
get everyone free. We just this deal that he gave us.
Yes, we
It's-
have. These guys are a problem. If we can get rid of them, we have to take responsibility.
But we
And-
just get the items, we get them back, we get all
No,
the
no,
people
no.
back.
We get the items, and then we have some. That's the thing they want. They
Yes.
want the items. So once we have the items, we finally have some cards to negotiate with,
Yeah, for the people they abducted.
and possibly more.
Yay!
All right.
Can I
Once
we-
assume that you're in the meantime traveling?
Yes, we,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're not
Just standing still.
not discussing this in their the vicinity of their camp. No.
Well, Finn is kind of reluctant, but he does go with them.
Good.
Yeah.
Hey, and Finn,
If
if
otherwise.
if you like afraid of monsters and you want to fight some fire, maybe I can make a fire somewhere.
Please don't.
Or we cannot do that.
A small
Let's
one.
wait.
Very
When-
small
wait
one.
When
until
we go
we-
camp, I will
Yeah,
be responsible of the campfire. I will make a proper campfire, and you will not go near it.
We're
I
just
want
gonna
to-
have the safest campfire
I
any
was
party
just
has
trying
ever
to
had.
help. I want to help.
It'll be like a bucket of water and a bag of sand. It'll be all of the grass will be cleared. There'll be stones around it.
And then it's
Awesome.
morning.
Right.
So, you go and travel.
Yep.
The journey to the place where you're going to cross the world border is pretty easy because there are still actually road or paths here. You can already see the mountains looming in the background. in a slightly bluish hue.
Have we taken a long rest along the way already? I'm kind of assuming since this is a day trip.
Just getting there.
Okay.
Because eventually night does fall. And I assume you stop to make camp.
Yes.
Ren will walk a few paces and then look back and like, we're not continuing?
We should get some sleep, Ren.
Exactly. We need to be fresh, like the mountains.
So you make a perfectly safe campfire.
Great.
Definitely.
It is very useful that Finn only has to rest for half as long as the rest of you.
Exactly.
So there's more than enough time to make the campfire.
We all fall asleep before
The fire is there.
he even sets up the stones.
Yeah. Oh, come on, I'm not that bad.
Oh, I mean,
I can help
they're
gathering some
professional.
firewood.
He's a professional.
Yeah.
Now the big question, are you actually also the one who lights the fire?
What kind of question is that? Yes, I guess.
Uh-oh.
It is a character question. Okay, yeah, that's fine. The fire has been lit. You take rest. You have rations.
Should we
And then
consume
I
them?
assume you go to sleep.
Do we need to like
Do you
stand
keep
guard
watch?
here? Yeah.
Yeah, we should keep
And if
watch.
so, in which order?
I mean, I go first. I can just combine it with making the fire.
I'll go second because Asano is probably not going to be able to sleep very easily anyway.
I'll take third.
Okay, and then you wake me up and then it'll be almost morning.
Finn can keep watch for 4 hours, so that would be easily done. All right. And morning comes,
I'll
and you're all
wake everyone up at the rising of the sun.
yes.
God.
And
You
no one
actually-
died.
What
No
did he
one
roll
died.
for?
Not werewolves, right?
No one
Oh,
died.
we're not playing.
just yet.
Why am I here?
We need to elect a mayor. No. Okay. All right. Then let's set off again.
Pack up camp and
Yeah.
head off. So far the map that we have been given, has it been accurate?
Yes.
All right. I'll be continuously checking what matches and what does not match with the geography that we're seeing and
Alright.
how many of the roads are still in use.
Yeah, the roads here are clearly, as you get closer and closer to the world border, the roads are clearly less traveled. Because, it's, for many people, it's just the end of the world. Like, you don't go beyond that.
Asano is still sometimes checking over your shoulder, but he seems a little more relaxed and happier for it as well.
All right.
And
Oh God, you rolled again. No. Okay.
Ren is just looking out if he sees any like mountain berries or something. Just the habit of if you see food
Mountain
somewhere.
berries,
Yes.
like berries that grow on mountains.
I
On
mean,
the side of a mountain. Okay, sorry.
could be a nice idea, but you're not at the mountains just yet.
Ah,
Fair enough.
So,
Still,
you're
That's
still
probably why you're
basically
not
walking
finding any
through.
mountain berries. Yeah.
Still
It's
looking
here
around.
like lightly forested.
yeah.
We
Still
find
looking around.
forest berries.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what? Make me a survival check.
Go, Ren.
you die.
24.
Nice.
Right. You actually find some mountain, not mountain berries,
See?
some,
There are mountain berries! Yay!
some
Shrooms.
tree
I found
berries.
mountain berries in the forest. That's amazing.
He thinks they're mountain berries. So.
Come on. Yeah, you think you found mountain berries. Kiva can quickly identify them as definitely not mountain berries. But you did find an amount of not poisonous berries that could very well supplement the rations that you have.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll pick them real quick and then also share them around while we're walking.
Yeah.
Basically, as soon as I see Ren picking berries, I'll just be like taking a moment to identify. Okay, these are good. These are good, fine, non-poisonous, and just not say anything that I was doing.
Sanu doesn't eat them until he sees Kiva eat one.
Oh, Ren's just...
Basically, once identified, I'll eat one. And it's like, these are really good. Just be like positive reinforcement.
You're sure? All right, I'll try some.
They're perfectly fine.
You won't die just yet.
You seem to be happy to get away, Asana?
Well, I've been cooped up for a long time. Let's put it like that. It's nice to be out in the fresh air again, fresh mountain air. Well, almost.
Yeah, the same. Traveling is good. I haven't been at it for very long, but I like it. And it feels good to have solid ground under my feet. That is also nice. Didn't expect that.
And you're not used to having solid ground under your feet?
Well, for the past 4 years, I haven't.
Where have you been living? Like a swamp?
No, I was in the Navy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense, perhaps.
We barely set foot on land. But I kind of like this.
That would be a dream. Being out on the ship on the water.
Because there's no fire there, or what?
There was a fire.
But there's a lot of water. So I wouldn't have to create my own.
That's fair enough.
It was
Actually,
really
fires
nice.
are even more of a problem on ships. So.
Yeah.
Once we had lightning strike, and there was just this spontaneous fire in the middle of the night, and half the crew was still asleep, so we were just hauling ass and getting buckets. It was pretty intense. Yeah. Fires on the ship are bad. Very bad.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe a metal ship.
How would that float? A metal ship?
Never
Metal's
seen
way
one of
too-
I
those.
don't know anything
way
about
too
ships,
heavy.
so I don't know.
Doesn't make any sense.
No, it
You
doesn't.
need like magic to keep it afloat.
You could use
Exactly.
magic. Yeah, that's
I think that people even in that day and age would still know that, ships of wood are also very heavy and they don't float because wood floats.
But wood floats, so it makes sense to make ships of wood because it floats.
Or
What
else
also floats on water?
The problem is more that it's very hard to work with that much metal.
Yeah, make it
Yeah.
watertight.
Just very expensive.
Yeah.
Someday there will be metal ships.
No, it doesn't seem very likely, but sure.
I am very sure of it.
Speaking of metal, the mountains are very close now, and you can already see this light snow that is covering them, and the light snow that's also falling down, not so far from you, which is really strange because it is a very comfortable temperature where you are now. And about early afternoon, you get to this place where few of you have ever been before. You are now at the world border, and it's far more a border than most people would say and assume. There's actually a light shimmering blue wall, translucent wall before you. And you can clearly see that there is still grass up to there. And then there's snow.
That's cool.
And as you
This
look
is-
forward, you see that the road rises a little, and you see these two mountain peaks on both sides that stretch out surprisingly high for being so close to just flat terrain.
Can Asanu make a check to see what kind of properties this barrier has? Because he was very interested in barrier magic.
Yeah, sure. Give me an Arcana check.
Yes.
Knowledge check.
Let me see. Scroll. I rolled a 3 and that is an 8.
All right. It is more that you cannot get anything from it. That is mostly because quite quickly you realize that this is not a barrier in the way that you know them. This
Asanu
is
is
not
disappointed.
This is not something that's going to stop you from passing through.
Well, that's good to know. All right. Can just walk through it, I guess. Ren, you go first.
Okay.
I'll send Asanu a glare at suggesting that.
And Ren will walk through the barrier.
All right. Ren, as you step through the barrier, for a moment time seems to slow down, and you feel this strange pull outward. And it seems to pull at different parts of you and then push. It's almost as if this barrier or the world beyond it is testing you, observing you. And then you're met with friction. It does no longer feel that you're just walking forward. It feels like you're walking through thick liquid.
Jello.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you breach through the other side, and you realize that all that you just felt happened in just a moment, in a matter of seconds, not even seconds. I forget
Just-
words. Very short time.
Yeah. Just take a deep
And
breath.
you now stand on this other side of the barrier. It is actually cold here, and the snow is compressing beneath your feet. It's strange.
If I look back, do I still see the other three?
They're like few
What's
it like over
there, Ren? Can you hear me?
It's like 10 feet
yeah.
away.
Yeah.
You hear Asanu shout, thinking that you cannot understand him at the other
Why are
side
you
of the
shouting
barrier.
at me? You're like 10 feet away from me.
Oh,
I-
well. I just,
I'll follow Ren.
Try to pick up the snow and see if I can make a snowball.
Yeah.
I throw it at Asanu.
Okay.
I'm going
Make
to
me a
attempt to
ranged
duck.
attack roll.
reflexing? Okay, do it.
Here we go, PvPing. Hey.
Not that good. It's only a 12.
That's not gonna.
Uh,
I think. Wait, let me
oh.
check. Actually, no. My AC is 14 because I have a shield. I actually carry a shield.
Well,
do you have your shield now?
That's a good question. I don't think so. But then my AC is 13, so it's
Fair
a
enough.
light shield.
So you duck
dodged it.
and
Yeah, I duck.
uh,
Watch it.
Kiva, you experience the same strange sensation.
Okay. Yeah. As I feel it, I will likely put a hand on a weapon, but as you step through, like, okay, clearly it was nothing.
Your hand slowly approaches your weapon, and the moment that you you actually hold your weapon, you're already through the barrier.
I'll relax somewhat again.
I kind of want to
Since
try
it
teleporting
seems-
through it, but
I will go
can
since
try.
it seems safe. I
All
will
right.
also
Yeah.
just walk through.
Is
Same
Ren just going to be the
sensation for
guinea
you.
pig for everything that's going to happen?
I want to do it, but Asanu doesn't want to do it, so he's just going to walk through.
Okay. Yes. Same sensation for the both of you.
Ren doesn't have to be
Except
guinea
that
pig.
for-
Kiva will likely help.
Finn gets
Uh,
shivers.
Yeah. And Finn?
Yeah.
This other side of the barrier, this place that you were so scared of, the waste beyond the world border.
Mm-hmm.
It may be the light snowfall, but there is a strange sense of ease and calm for you.
This is a lot better than I expected. Snow monsters yet.
Can I
Uh,
take
The
him?
snow monster.
Could
Yes.
have been way worse.
That
Could
was
have-
a pun,
this
wasn't it?
barrier thing was really sucked, but
Can I take a moment to survey our surroundings, basically assess if the current environmental circumstances are natural?
Ooh.
Natural.
Yeah, basically.
Do you have knowledge nature?
Yes.
Then I would like you to make a knowledge nature check.
Can I take 10 on this? Because I'm taking a moment of time.
Let me quickly take a look. Probably, yeah. What becomes your result then?
15.
Okay.
It's not great, but I mean, the modifier is not great, and I do kind of want to take a moment with this.
Yeah. As you kind of look around, there's definitely something. It's very hard because there's definitely the only thing that really feels unnatural here is that solid, just border between where you came from and where you are now, between Ugira as it should be and the wastes. But other than that, either this is actually natural, or the things that have created this are so advanced that they basically perfectly imitate nature.
Alright.
Like the border is unnatural, but the location is not.
I'll rub some bits of snow between my fingers, watching it melt, and just turn back. Seems alright. Shall we continue?
Mm-hmm.
By all means.
yeah, let's go.
Can I determine direction in which Kronberg is in?
Yeah.
Alright. Then
Uh,
set out the direction.
Like I know your survival, so that doesn't require a roll. Like Kronberg is you will kind of have to go a little bit around, because if you want to go straight there is a mountain in the way.
Yeah, I figured.
And I think you all know that going
Over the top
straight
of the
through a
mountain.
mountain is a lot harder than going slightly around it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
how good is your climbing skill, everyone?
Except if there's a secret tunnel.
It's pretty good actually.
Tunnel through the
Through the
mountains.
That
7
was
seconds is the
definitely
limit
not
we can do,
intentional.
guys. Never more than
I have a
7 seconds.
-2 on climb, so let's not.
You can just teleport.
I have +7, and you can just teleport on like ledges.
Yeah.
Let's go around.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay. You thread to the snow. This cold is kind of getting to you.
Dashing through the snow.
I was still doubting whether I want to do this, but now I'm gonna do it. I want every one
No.
of you to make me a
No!
fortitude save.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
This is all you, Clara. This is all you.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's my fault.
Oh.
I am so happy I took 10 on that nature check.
Okay.
Fortitude,
That's
right?
not bad. I have a 17.
27.
Wow.
Damn.
ridiculous.
13.
So that's a natural one.
All right.
My fortitude is not bad, but you know, that gets me to a 6.
Oh no, I'm
Um,
lying. Wait, that's 14. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Doesn't make it any better, but still.
Finn, you take 2 points of non-lethal cold damage,
Mm-hmm.
and Kiva, you take 5 points of non-lethal cold damage.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh.
And do remember, I assume that you've all, with a long rest, just regained spell points and hit points and such.
Mhm.
Yep.
That no one has forgotten it but me.
Because we're gonna need them in a few. Alright, now.
Who knows?
Oh, yeah.
Who knows?
Definitely will.
Spell points. Who needs those?
I don't.
Actually, my it's unlikely that it's going to change anything, but I just checked the endurance feat that I have.
Yes.
I get to a 10 with a natural one.
Yeah, like it's still a natural one.
Yeah.
Does the endurance feat help here? Yes, this is exactly what the endurance feat is meant for.
Yeah, it specifically
But
states.
it's still a natural one.
Yeah. All right. 4 points, you said.
Yes. 5 points.
I actually have cold
Right.
resistance.
Ah. And Ren is just used to like rough surroundings, so it's just
Yeah.
it's like, is the snow really high up, or is it just, ground
No,
level?
it's not that high up. It's not like, oh, there's so much snow here. It's like a layer of snow.
I had this flashback to like Lord of the Rings where Gimli was like nose deep into snow.
Yeah, it's not that. Like, it would probably come to your knees. But it's not that high.
No.
Yeah. You go through the pass. Is there anything you would like to do before you do that?
Not necessarily.
Can we spot
Okay.
Kronberg on the horizon? Possibly with a spyglass.
Kind of depends if there's
right
mountains
now?
in the way.
Right now, it's quite obvious that you can't. Maybe when you're
Alright.
like a good way ahead in the past, you probably can. But right now, there's a mountain in the way.
All right.
So
And
for
now
the
just keeping an eye out.
for the cold damage that Finn and Kiva took, is it like they're just really cold, or like they're struggling to get through?
No, it's actually just the cold that
Okay.
gets you because you were not prepared for cold.
Yeah. Then
It's probably
Ren-
it probably also doesn't help that there is this sudden change from a normal, decent temperature. Whoa, too cold.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We lost someone,
We did.
or
Did
at least
we?
I did.
Who did you lose?
No, everything's
I
fine.
lost Miro.
Myrtle is here for me.
Yeah, she's still there.
I think she's
Okay.
also in the stream still. So
Can you still hear me?
Then she was just
Yeah, everything's
Then-
fine.
okay.
All right.
Might
Let's
just
keep
be
going.
your side. Yeah.
Like that was
Keep
still a problem because I couldn't see or hear you,
yeah.
Fair enough.
but it wasn't a large problem.
No,
I
it-
would like you all,
Yes.
going in a theme of missing someone who is still there, I would like all of you to make me a perception check.
Okay. Another natural one.
No, quite the opposite.
Good. Let's see what this becomes. I
Perception.
have a 10. 30.
I
50.
rolled a natural 20.
22.
Wow.
Perception is my second best skill.
I have a 10.
Wait, so I do 30, a 22, a 10, and a 50 or 15?
What do
Yeah,
you think?
definitely a 50.
I mean,
It's Pathfinder.
yeah.
It could be.
But not
Level
but
pass,
not on like 3rd level.
No. Okay.
All right. You go through the pulse, and you get to this point where the pulse is a little narrow, like not actually like narrow for you, but like relatively narrow for a pulse.
Mhm.
And there are these two on both sides. There is just this wall going up, and there's a small platform up there. And Ren,
Mhm.
you very vaguely see something move there, up there. There is clearly some kind of creature above one of those, on one of those ledges. Kiva, you can see all of them. You can see that there are three cat-like creatures with white fur that, for an untrained eye, would have entirely vanished in the snow.
Mountain lions.
Are up there.
Would I be able to Are we actually already in the pass?
Yeah, this is like way in the past.
Alright. Are they eyeing us? Can I see that?
Yes, clearly.
Or can I identify them as creatures that I would know?
Knowledge nature.
That's very cocked. Nope, it's not a 1, but it's not far from it, so that's a 7.
Okay. They look
Cats.
like cats. Like they're bigger than cats. They're
Oh yeah.
I'll just sort of tap the others and point upwards and draw out my longbow.
Hey, Asanu, can you teleport me up that platform?
Asanu is busy making a barrier. Are we initiative already, or?
no, not yet.
Okay.
Because you spotted them quite in time.
Asanu makes a barrier.
Okay.
So can you
Around
teleport me up there or not?
No, they haven't quite noticed that you've noticed them, and they're still waiting there in ambush.
Mm-hmm.
This is a I made a greater barrier with the one-way type outward.
Mhm.
It's around us.
Mhm.
It shouldn't be too visible. It's sort of a shimmering purplish hemisphere of force.
Yes.
Um,
Are you sure you want to go up there, Ren?
Oh, hell yeah! And I just prepare a prepare a counter punch.
How
Or if I
about we make him
teleport-
come down?
If I teleport up there and someone makes an attack roll at me.
You prepare a counter punch. All right.
You said it was
All right.
snowing lightly, correct?
Yes.
I would like to make the snow somewhat heavier.
What's the maximum amount that you can make
Oh,
it?
that is a good question.
Was it 3 or 4?
What do you like?
It's 3 for the weather's faith.
Yeah,
Yeah, but she might. They might have abilities for that.
yeah.
Finn might have abilities for that.
Now you've done
also-
all the pronouns. Haha.
Yeah, I've gone through all of them.
They balance
Perfect.
each other out.
Yeah. And then you end with none. Ha. Anyway,
I would also like to say that they're not like 30 feet away or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like
How
the
far
ledge
are they?
is. I would say about. Oh, now I have to think about how far you can see in light snow.
Hmm.
I would say about 90 feet, like 90 feet straight ahead. Because they're on a ledge that is about 20 feet high,
Mhm.
and then it would be like you're still some distance from the center.
Mhm.
You're still from some distance from the ledge, and then you're also further back
Yeah.
because you spotted them.
Okay. Hold on. If we're that far away, then I wouldn't make a barrier immediately for a combat type barrier because I know that I can't reach them with range attacks from here. Sorry.
Okay.
If you want, I could lure them. I could try and get them from here. I mean, 100 feet is not a problem.
Making them come to us does sound like a better idea, I think. Is that all right, Ren? I could teleport you over there, but then I wouldn't be able to teleport you back from that distance.
So I just looked it up, and I indeed cannot make snow heavier than regular snow.
Okay, yeah, this is already level 3 participation, so...
All right.
Maybe you could make it less heavy so it impairs sight less.
So it would be better for us, but then they would see us.
I think they can already see us anyway.
No,
you cannot... Finn, you cannot make the snow less heavy.
Yeah, exactly.
That is not within your set of abilities.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
In that
That's
case,
also a thing.
We'll have to deal. All right. Well, I'd say, Kiva, just shoot an arrow at them, make them come to us.
Yeah, lure them in, and Ren will just make sure to hide somewhere in the snow, try to cover his cloak with snow a bit, so he's just a little bit, a little bit stealthy, I guess. He can catch them by surprise. He's small.
Yeah, but they've already noticed us.
All right, is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Yes, sure.
I guess.
So they were on 2 platforms?
Then I do make a barrier. Before we attack.
No, they're on 1 platform.
All right.
They're on 1 ledge together.
In that case, I'll take a shot at the one most visible to me.
Okay.
With my longbow.
Yes.
That's pretty good. That's finally a good combat roll. That becomes a 24 to hit.
That is going to be a hit.
Yeah. I will use no, never mind. I'm just going to make this a shot. That is going to be 4 points of damage.
All right. Everyone may roll for initiative.
Yeah!
Jesus.
Nice.
Better die.
Oh, me too. 7.
7.
16.
With a +3 for me.
Oh wait. I don't have 7. I have
Dirty
8.
20.
My bad. 8.
Oh.
At least someone was prepared.
I'm sorry. Who had highest?
No, that's Finn.
With
Finn
8.
has a dirty 20.
And then?
Kiva with 16.
And then?
Sanu with 8.
And Ren has a 7.
Sano and Ren.
I have 2 questions, by the way. First of all, Ren, are you in or outside the barrier if you're hiding in the snow waiting for the cats?
You put the barrier a bit in front of us, right?
No. It's a hemisphere around us. At least, did you walk ahead so you'd be outside of the barrier? Did you hide outside of the barrier or inside?
Is the barrier in front of our faces or just a few feet in front of us?
It's a few feet in front of us. It's a hemisphere around us, like a 20 feet radius.
Oh, but you did say there was only one way, right?
Yeah, it's one way.
Yeah, then it's definitely outside of the barrier.
All right. Oh, second question was, how does the snow react to my barrier? Because it can't pass through, but does it build up or does it just slide off?
Important questions.
I guess it would slide off. Unless it comes from the inside.
I'm pretty sure the force walls and stuff are frictionless. Yeah. Okay.
it would just slide off.
So would it be like was it called an iglo? Iglo?
If we leave the barrier long enough, an iglo would form around it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's not get to that point because it's light snow. Let's instead just do things a little bit faster.
Yes.
The 3 mountain lions are now approaching you. First,
Yeah. How close are they?
they're still 90 feet away.
Okay. That's too far.
Don't leave the barrier.
That is a very good point. I can
Ready in action.
technically the water that is contained in the snow. I could control that, right?
Yes, I would say so.
All right. So if I were to make a vortex, that would be a snow vortex.
Oh my god,
Yes.
that would be epic.
Epic.
Yes!
Nice.
Then, since at what range can I control that? I can move it up to 30 feet per round, but where can I create it?
Most of that is in close range, right?
Close range?
Yeah.
Most
Probably.
of the geomancy.
How far is close range?
For you,
about
close range is
That's,
30
at-
feet.
30 feet.
Yeah.
Right,
It's
then
25 feet plus 5 per 2 castle levels.
Yes.
It's 30 feet for you.
Right.
Now.
Then I'd like to ready this action as soon as they come within, well, let's say 50 feet from us.
Okay. Kiva.
90 feet away, I am taking another shot at basically the front one. I am going to apply a pinning shot to get them separated. So I'll draw my longbow.
Okay.
And take a deep breath. Rolling an 18 to hit.
An 18 does hit.
All right. So shooting the arrow right through the leg. Once
The
again.
pinning shot just works?
Yeah. They can basically, if I hit, you can spend on your turn. You can try to break. You can break it, or you do an escape check. DC 13. This is a grapple.
Does seem like there should be a combat.
I can look it up for you.
check or
I can look it up
something.
if you want. I don't have the mountain lions next.
I have it here. Sure. No, roll for damage.
It's 2 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, it's stuck now.
Yeah, split them up. Hopefully.
It is going to break free though.
All right.
Escape pass. What is your combat maneuver defense again?
My combat maneuver defense is 16. It's not
16.
great.
-4 because of the ability. It gets out. It
I
manages to like pull its paw back because it's not so much stuck because it's snow and rock underneath it. It's more slowing it down than necessarily being stuck.
All right.
But it still it did still cost a move action.
Yeah.
The other two are approaching 60 feet, and thus Finn's vortex goes off.
Yeah. Which means that I basically grab all the snow that's on the ground and I move it up, spin it around in the air, and it creates a vortex. Basically just where they are.
Does
It
this count
is-
as a water ability that we have to rehydrate?
Yes. fair enough.
Yes, it is. Everybody drink.
If you have
Nice.
like ice with you, take an ice cube because this is cold water.
Exactly. Okay. It is just 5 foot wide at the base. So that means I can create it on one and then move it to the other. And I can move it up to 30 feet. Where's
For
that
now, let's just
information?
say that you hit them both. Like for
Great.
for
Then I
each
want
person.
reflex saves.
All right. Damn. What's your safety DC?
15.
15. One of them makes a save, one of them doesn't.
Great.
The second one does.
They are just medium creatures, right?
They are medium creatures, yes.
Okay.
They're
That
not small
means...
at all.
Okay.
You deal
plus
1d8
half
plus-
caster.
Yeah. So
Plus
1d8
half
plus
my caster level would be
1.
rounded down, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's then 6 damage, 6 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then I concentrate on it so it stays there.
Now you have to do that in the next turn. That's not this turn.
Yeah, whatever. It just stays there for now.
Whatever.
Fair.
Asanu.
Yes.
Wow.
One of them is 60 feet away, the others are 30 feet away.
Good. That's in range for my destructive blast. So Asano is going to spend the spell point to keep the barrier intact. So it will last for at least 3 more rounds.
Yes.
And then Asano will fire off a barrage of mana siphons with non-lethal force damage. So
Right.
both of them are hit. Will be hit by a single bolt if I make the attack roll. Let's see. That is a 15 on the first one to touch.
Okay. Yeah, 15 on touch hit.
Good. And the second one is an 11 on touch. That's
I'm
not
afraid-
enough, is it? No.
That doesn't hit.
Nope. I figured.
Even though it is in
that-
the vortex, it still manages to jump to move away enough that the bolt just goes wide.
That is 4 points of non-lethal force damage
Yes.
for the first one.
Um,
And I'm assuming they don't have spell points.
They do actually.
They do!
So
That's
you
awesome.
get a temporary spell point.
No, he has to make a fortitude save.
It has to make fortitude save. Yeah.
Safety C is 16 for this.
Damn. It actually makes its fortitude save.
Damn.
So
Then I
you
didn't
do
get
not
spell
get a
point.
spell point.
It's too bad. Alright.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, that's
Okay.
the wrong one with the same number. That's fine.
Then that is it for this turn.
Right. Ren.
Yeah. Ren will move 10 feet to the side, positioning himself, if they come at us, that he's in a central position. This is mostly because then I get attention point.
Ah.
Ready a
wondering
counter
why.
punch. So if it makes an attack roll at me, I can counter punch it. Is it possible to if the first lion doesn't want to attack me and attack one of the other 3, then I can jump in front of it?
Yeah, there's a barrier.
I'm in front of the barrier.
Yes.
Yeah.
They can't get to
You
us.
cannot do
close
both
enough to
that
attack.
and the counter punch.
No, then he'll
Right.
just ready to counter punch.
Alright.
Cool. Finn, back to top.
Right. I'm just gonna go and continue my vortex. Get
Mhm.
as many lions in there as possible.
Mhm.
Give me reflex saves for all of them.
The last one is not in range yet. I think. Well,
I can move 30 feet.
Yeah. But you cannot. You also have to move it a little to the side to catch the other one.
Okay.
So you have the choice. You can
Yeah.
catch 2 with them.
I will
the-
take 2. 2 is fine.
Cool. the one who is currently in it
Yeah.
gets the bludgeoning damage without a save because
Oh.
it is in the center of the vortex.
Ah, very nice.
So
Good.
roll me bludgeoning damage for that one.
Yep. That would be 3.
All right. Yeah. The one that I named Cold is now being damaged by a snow vortex. How ironic.
Great.
And you move to which other one?
I think one that's further to the back.
Yes, you can. You can
Good.
just reach that.
Because I think the front one, Ren will take care of that one.
However, can you move it like out of your range?
Then about that.
Okay, yeah, let's for now just say that you can, because it doesn't say that you can't.
Yeah.
And
Right.
let's just do this reading everything over and over and over again.
Rules is
Exactly.
fun.
And then also, the lion that is in the vortex gets carried with it.
Really?
Yes. So last sentence. Creatures in the middle of the vortex are carried along with it as it moves. Yes.
Damn.
Basically, it's a snow
Oh, and
tornado.
it can try to escape on its own turn, probably.
Something like
Tornado,
that,
okay.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah. So, the third one also does it have a reflex save rate?
Oh, it makes its reflex save.
All right. Then it doesn't take
Sees
the damage.
tornado. It sees the vortex coming and jumps to the side.
Smart move.
Cool. Now I do have one big question.
Mhm.
Does you maintaining a water spell still count as you casting a water spell for if we have to drink or not?
Oh god. I mean.
Yes.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
In the
I know
meantime,
Rules are
Kiva,
fun.
you're next.
Yeah, fine.
Rules are fun.
Fine.
Kiva, you're
Rules
next.
is fun, it counts. It counts.
All right. So the last one is not. The first two are in the vortex. The last one is not.
Wait, what are their
Yeah.
nicknames? I want to know their nicknames now. You said one of them was named Cold. Which one of them is named
Cold?
Whiskers?
None of them.
Oh,
There's Cold, who is currently stuck in the vortex
Right.
and moved back. There is Sharp, who is now up front. And there is Jump, who was hit by the arrow and is now lagging behind.
Well, Jump is going to get another arrow to the knee.
Which knee?
The same one, preferably.
Oh. That's just mean.
Again, a pinning shot, and I'm expending my martial focus to do additional damage.
Okay.
It was so sad the last four like us.
That is a 17 to hit.
That does hit.
All right. In that case,
Animals have low armor class.
yeah, I'm happy with that. That is 6 points of damage total, and another arrow pinning it down, hoping to keep it slightly further away so that Ren can take care of the first one.
Yeah, you did a lot of damage to this one paw of this poor mountain lion.
Yeah, it's
Just
That now
wants
has
dinner.
another arrow in it. And it kind of looks at it and looks back at you. And you get this weird sense of it saying, why?
Aw.
But it cannot speak, so you will never know.
It had a wife and children.
It is going to take its revenge, though. Because you now made it angry. It's going to spend a spell point.
Uh-oh.
And it's going to jump through the ethereal plane from the space that it is now, vanishing out of the arrow, entering the barrier, and ending up next to Kiva.
No.
Because
Not so much next to Kiva, it is more suddenly in front of Kiva. There appears this mountain lion with like two claws that just jumps on you.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
What was your armor class again?
my armor class is 17.
Right. Okay. That is one miss, but the other one hits.
All right.
And you take a whopping 5 points of damage.
Ouch. Yeah, I'm starting to hurt. But fighting off this mountain lion.
Cold, who is still stuck in the snow vortex, is going to make a reflex save to get out of it. Is failing its reflex save to move out of it. Is now
Damn.
still is now kind of
Upright.
spinning around in the vortex.
It's beautiful.
Teacup ride.
And Sharp
Mm-hmm.
is going to. Oh, of course. Sharp is going to charge at Ren.
Go.
Ren, you get a.
Counter punch.
You get your counter punch.
Get my counter punch in. That's a 23 to hit.
A 23 does hit.
So, for 5 points of damage.
Okay. Sharp comes running at you,
Mm-hmm.
and as it jumps with his piercing nails towards you, you just punch him in the belly. That is now exposed.
Yeah.
But it is still going to make attacks at you.
Okay.
Your armor class 20, right?
Yes.
Do you allow any of these attacks to hit?
For now, no.
Then only one of its claw attacks will hit you
Okay.
for 7 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm sorry. For 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the mountain lion's turns. Asanu.
Yes, the sound was like, "What? That's not supposed to happen!" When the mountain lion teleports into his barrier. That's just cheating, man. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
it's what I do.
It is. Stupid cheating mountain lion.
Yes. How close am I to the mountain lion?
Too close for comfort.
Fair, yeah, I figured as much.
I would say about 5 feet away.
Mm.
Just not within its range. Because it came from a front and you're probably at the back.
Yeah,
Because it's
yeah.
you.
That makes sense. I think, okay, yes, I'm at the back. Asano is going to fire off 2 bolts at this mountain lion and then walk backwards out of the barrier.
All right. Yeah, you can
Um,
do that.
Does the barrier remain if you leave it?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
I don't have to be inside the barrier. This is the first time you've seen me stand inside a barrier at all, technically.
No. I think on earlier
no?
occasions you suddenly made a barrier around you. You've done that at least once.
Maybe. Mostly
But anyway,
around red, though. Yes.
Go make your rolls.
So, yes, I will. Okay, wow. Yeah, that sounds very surprised. That was a 2. This is an 8 in touch. That's not
Yeah.
right. That's a natural 1. Wow.
Whoa.
Who did I hit? Oh, God.
Well, I'm the one fighting the mountain lion.
No, I think that's more just
Yep.
you panicking and be like, and you shoot these 2
Yeah.
bolts of purple.
Yeah, Asano trips and rolls backwards out of the barrier. I think that's about
Okay.
the size of it. Yes, I'm
Um,
outside of it now, at the back.
You see one of these purple balls of light disappearing into the distance towards the mountain. And you hear a very
boy.
soft rumbling.
No.
Oh no!
Did I just start a landslide? Okay.
An avalanche. I think it's called.
Avalanche. No. It'll be fine. We'll be
Ren.
fine. Anyway.
Yeah. Ren will go into his berserking,
Mm-hmm.
taking a -2 to AC, getting 6 temporary hit points.
All right.
Will spend his move action as a palm block.
Okay.
And will attack with a swift action to try to rip his flesh too.
As a swift action.
Yeah,
attack.
the full action, the action as the standard action, I think it's called.
Yeah.
The standard action to attack.
Yeah, and then
Not-
using the swift action to use my drawback third clash.
Okay. I thought like using a swift action to attack. How high level are you?
Yeah. Don't underestimate Ren.
Okay.
Let's say 17.
17 is a hit.
Oh,
Animals,
That's
man.
animal.
Animals.
I've been hitting with that.
fair enough. Okay. So that's then
And I'm
4
wearing out.
points of damage. It takes 1 bleed damage and natural armor reduced by 1.
All right. And you're now in this fist fight with a mountain lion, which sounds like this is saying we're doing something really stupid, but yet there you are.
Ding, ding, ding.
Round 1.
Finn.
Right. I will.
Can't you use a spell point to keep your vortex going or something?
Yeah, I can.
Sounds like it might be worthwhile at this point.
Yeah, definitely, because it keeps the one guy at bay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that. So I spent a vortex to keep this. I spent a vortex. No, I spent a spell point to keep the vortex going.
Roll me the bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. That would be 6.
Okay.
And then I don't know actually how long it will linger, but
1 minute.
1 minute. All right. And then I will.
Long enough. Let's keep it at that.
Yeah, and then I will turn around to the lion that stands in front of Kiva, and then I'm gonna get my axe and hack that beast.
Your vortex will now last for 3 rounds, by the way.
3 rounds.
minutes.
All right. Good. Does this round count as one of those?
Yes, this round counts.
All right. So then 2 more rounds.
Because you did not concentrate this round.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're going to do what at the other one?
I'm gonna hack with my axe.
Okay.
That's definitely no hit, because that's a 2. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it is just the panic of everything that is happening at this moment.
Yeah.
Because none of you expected that a mountain lion would just teleport into the barrier.
Definitely did not expect that. No.
Something that
Awesome though.
most mountain lions don't do.
Thank God.
Kiva.
All right. I've got a mountain lion right in front of me and a longbow in my hands.
Mhm.
I am going to use an archery bash. Archery bash? That's the one I'm meaning, right? Yeah. I am whacking it over the head with the longbow. Because I have an ability for that. That is, without any penalties. Enhancement bonus applies. Using it on strength. So that gets me to not great. That's 12. 13.
I'm afraid
sorry.
12 is not enough. 13
Yeah,
is also
figured.
not enough.
Are you flanking with Finn or not?
Unlikely.
No. Unlikely.
Okay.
We didn't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
You also didn't declare it that you were going to
Yeah.
move. And you were
Exactly.
not
So
planning
I'll just
first.
sort of swing it out and just be like, no, yeah, just
All right.
miss it. Call for
mountain lions
Asano,
go.
can you get it out?
No, run! You can't hear me from inside.
Oh, that's true.
No.
Why did you leave the barrier?
Oh,
You can.
I think
walk out.
gold actually makes it out of the vortex.
Okay.
Oh.
Is that
How proud
an
of
action
you.
for it? Oh, I think the vortex actually works differently than we just did, but that's okay.
We'll figure it out for next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm going to say that Gold makes it out of the vortex. And is going to make a very familiar 60-foot charge at Ren, who is still up front. Oh.
There it goes.
Sorry. There go my dice. Oh well, I will pick that one up later. I think these two dice say enough.
I can't really see it.
They're
Nope.
two natural ones.
Oh, damn!
Oh,
Great.
wow.
Wow. Simultaneously?
Simultaneously,
I should have let him hit me, and then I could just.
I also kind of rolled a natural one on the other die because that one is now on the floor.
Wow.
So it's not so much that Colt charges at you.
Mhm.
It's more that Colt is through the vortex launched at you. And just crashes into the snow a little bit in front of you, taking a point of damage.
Yeah, it's all me. It's all me.
And Sharp just kind of curiously looks at his buddy that is now laying next to him, and then goes to claw at you.
Okay.
Ren is boasting and we just can't hear a thing because
Yeah,
we're in the
I will-
area
Yeah,
fighting
exactly.
off our own mountain lion.
Are you going to let any of these attacks hit you?
No.
Okay.
Ooh.
It will succeed on its bite and one of its claws.
Mhm.
4. Oh, wrong die. Damn. For 11 points of damage.
Ooh.
And
I'm sorry. For 15 points of damage.
And I will go into a frenzy.
Okay. So you're now angry and even more angry.
Yeah.
And finally, Jump is going to claw at Kiva.
Right, bring it up.
Ooh. Your armor class was
17.
sorry-ish. It misses with one of its attacks. The other one hits for 7 damage.
Yeah, Kiva is not looking great.
It is Asano's turn next.
Let's see. Ren is also not looking great, right?
He's now bloodied.
Bloodied. And Kiva is looking... How bad is it?
I mean, more well beyond bloodied. But
Okay.
you also know that Kiva can help herself.
Right.
You have seen her do it before.
Yes. Okay. I had the following idea. Okay, Asano is going to run around the barrier for a bit until he can target the at least one of the two mountain lions. Actually, both of them, Snow and
Gold and Sharp.
Golden sharp.
Cold and Sharp. Sorry.
Right.
Each one hit each of them with a shot from the
Yes.
and he is going to stay within very close to the barrier.
Okay. Yeah. Make me roll for both.
That is a 16 on touch,
Yes, hits.
and that is a 21 on touch.
Hits both.
Small upwards. Okay. And the first one takes 3 points of non-lethal force damage, and the second one takes 2 points of non-lethal force damage. And they both may make a fortitude save if they have spell points. DC 16.
Fails and fails. They both fail.
Okay, well I can only... Can I?
I think they don't
I think I
stack,
get...
I'm afraid.
I'll check. But
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
I think
In the
you're right.
meantime, Ren, you're up.
Yeah. I'll continue my berserk.
Mhm.
So AC is still -4. Interesting now, because I think it's only like AC that lowers it. Do not touch and flatfoot, right?
It lowers all AC.
Okay, otherwise my touch would have been higher than my AC. That would have been weird.
Yeah, that's something that doesn't happen.
No. Okay. But regaining 6 hit points. Yeah, and making an attack at sharp.
All right, go ahead.
That's a natural 20.
You
Very
may confirm
nice.
that.
Crit! Come on!
I will hit that. 21.
Easily enough. Yeah, you deal double damage as we figured out last week.
Last time.
Nice.
And because I'm in
I-
a frenzy, my strength modifier is now 4. So that's 7 points of damage and 5 points, 12 points of damage.
All right,
If it's is it down yet?
not yet.
Then I want to spend 3 tension points
Mhm.
that I build up to rapid pummel. I make another strike with a -2 penalty.
Go ahead.
And that is a 19 to hit
That hits.
for, again, 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then
Um,
using my move action to palm block.
Okay. So you are still going with this fist fight, and you find your inner strength and just punch this mountain lion extremely hard, and you hear something crack beneath your knuckles. And I assume you mostly punch, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And it is like still standing, but with an offhand swing, you just knock in his head, and you don't actually throw it, but it does clearly move away from you and into the snow, being unconscious.
I can imagine it's like 2 punches and then like a hand palm and then
Yeah.
just knock it out.
For example, yeah. Not for example, exactly.
And then looking at the other one like,
All right, Finn.
How does Kiva look?
Pretty bloody.
Really
She's got like
freaking
gashes
bad?
on her. She's got gashes on her arms, and there's definitely tears in her uniform. She's not looking great. She can take about another hit.
Hmm.
So she's standing, but
Okay, then I'm gonna back off from that lion. So, like, how is it called in Pathfinder?
5-foot step.
5-foot step, yeah. And
Yeah,
then
5 step.
5-foot step, but that I'm still in ranged with Kiva, and then I'm gonna cure her. Oh, I don't have enough dice for that. Give me a second.
Nice
1, 2, 3.
How do
Perfect.
you not have enough dice for something?
That is true. I mean, what I actually mean is I didn't pick enough dice for this
Fair.
because I need the 8s and I only had 1. Right. Okay. So you get. Ooh, I rolled well.
Oh.
That's 14, 17, 20.
Holy shit! I'm
Nice.
Yes.
back to
What?
full. That's
Wow.
weird. How do you heal so much?
I have 3d8s to heal.
holy
That's
awesome.
shit!
Insane.
Can we
Yeah.
say
Oh
that?
wow, the
Kiva
healer
will just
heals!
sort of-
What a surprise!
That's 3d8!
Kiva will just sort of jumpstart and be like, "Thanks."
It's basically like a trickle of warm water that flows over your arm.
Oh,
Oh, no. Then we have to drink.
yeah,
Oh,
great.
that's right.
I'm out of
That's right.
water.
I mean, it's actually not water though, but I mean,
It's not warm water.
No, you said it was water.
The
Yeah,
water
that's-
of life. No, wait, that's something different.
I'm also out of tea.
let's not talk about that.
Speaking of Kiva and jump starting, Kiva, jump is still in front of you.
Yeah!
Well, if I just got healed, I mean, point blank shooting is not great. So I am once again going to take a backswing of my bow at it.
Right.
That's much better than last time.
Then it's probably it.
I really need to get this sorted out at some point. That is a 16.
16 is hit.
Yeah! Then I do bow damage, surprisingly enough. So that becomes... that goes up, that goes down. 5 points of damage. Because of a negative strength modifier.
Yeah.
What's that
You
like?
angered it.
Well, at least
Cold.
it's going to be focused on me.
Cold is going to kind of crawl up. And moves to Sharp. And is going to bite Sharp in his neck
What?
and drag him away.
Oh,
Oh.
dinner. No, wait. Probably, hopefully.
Yeah,
probably
this
not.
can be a really friendly thing or an absolutely horrific thing.
But
Can I make a...
let's say it's a friendly thing.
Sure. Wait,
Jump, however,
sense motive check? No. Okay.
is
Bring
still
it on,
in front
Jump.
of Eva. Oh, that was the one I was waiting for.
Uh-oh.
That's a hit with 2 claws,
Alright.
which means
Actually,
that
Asano is going to probably going to make an ever emergency teleport because I have got a spare temporary spell point. Or would you really like this to happen? Because then just go for
Is
it.
that before or after the hit is confirmed? The emergency teleport.
It should be before. Should be before. Yeah. It affects the AC.
So then
I'm
you
sorry.
can't...
In this case, it feels a little late that you say
Yeah.
this.
And she was just healed, so I probably
She's looking
Probably
fine.
I probably wouldn't. Go ahead.
Oh damn! I rolled high. Hey, you know those 20 hit points that you just gained back?
No.
You take 19 points of damage
Oh.
Alright.
from the
Hey, there's one
claws
left.
that cut into you and then just try to
Good
basically
job.
like rip out of you again.
Oh man.
Ah. Yeah, no, that's not one left. That is less than I was at before because you healed more than I could have.
No. No.
Asanu.
At this point, since the other two are leaving, the barriers at this round should be fading. So I'm just gonna let it fade in this case.
Yeah.
Which means I can shoot at claw. What? Which one is it again?
Jump.
Jump. Right, it was jump. And I'm going to.
Unless you want to shoot bolts at the retreating one.
No. I'm firing a
Right.
jump, and I'm
Right.
spending my temporary spell point to make my barrage stronger.
Yes.
A little bit. So I'm using it. The first one is going to do 2d4 damage. The second one 1d4 if they hit.
Right.
And that's a dirty 20.
That's it. Second one.
That is a 13 on touch.
Ooh, actually, 13 on touch is not enough.
Ooh.
So you hit it with the first one, and then it is aware of you standing behind it,
Right.
and it jumps away for the second.
Okay. That is 3 points of non-lethal force damage, and it has to make a fortitude save. If it still has.
How much
spell
points did it say?
3 points of non-lethal force damage.
Okay.
I rolled bad.
I rolled a 3 on my the fortitude save. So yeah, you get
Then-
another temporary spell point for that.
I have a new temporary spell point.
It's
Anything
really
else?
useful. Damn.
I like it.
Let's go ability.
But the damage is
Uh,
pretty sucky.
trade-off. Ren.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll keep berserking. We'll move up towards jump, I think.
Yes.
And we'll use 2 tension points to. Can I do that? No. Wait, can I? No. Spend my martial focus to make my challenge a swift action.
All right.
So I can imagine that Spriggers can't roar like lions, but it's still like this, like unhumanly roar.
You try to.
Is it more like a screech?
I mean, no, I don't think it's like funny or weird. It's like wow, how can this deep roar come out of this little creature? But it's still like a spring, and it's not like this, but deeper than you would have expected.
Mm-hmm.
It's a growl.
Yeah.
It's like this Mongolian throat
So
singing.
it now has a +2 against me and a -2 against everyone else.
All right.
And I can attack it, I think.
It sounds like you can.
Yeah. So let's do that then.
Let's.
It's a 15 to hit.
That is just a hit.
Nice.
For 6 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I assume that it's partially a punch to damage it, also to grab its attention.
Yeah.
You punch it back, and you now have its attention.
Yeah, and I keep the berserking going, and that's my round.
Finn.
How's jump looking?
Make me a. Do you have handle animal
Do I have handle animal? We will see.
or something
Or a
similar?
firefighter,
Animal-
so you
animal
would have
knowledge
to
nature.
rescue kittens from trees sometime.
Yeah.
I do have it, yes.
All right, you may make me a handle animal check.
Cool. That would be an 11.
Jump is not looking well, and it's kind of this precarious situation because now Jump is surrounded.
Mm-hmm.
It's either going to run, or it's going to hit really hard.
Right. Then I'm gonna try something fun. Or
Oh, God.
actually no, because I'm gonna heal Kiva
Oh.
again.
No fun
You're
allowed.
going to try something boring.
No.
That's bad.
I'm gonna do something boring and heal Kiva so that our party member doesn't die.
Alright.
Something boring, like keeping party members
is-
alive.
This is rules as
Exactly.
fun. not as rules
I
as
rolled
boring.
well again. This time you get even more HP, namely.
Okay, so that's back to 25.
Yeah. I rolled. Oh, I'm bad at math. 21 actually. That's almost max.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Eva.
Yeah. Once again, feeling well and knowing that Ren is also there, I would like to try and get in flanking position.
We got a drink.
Oh, yeah.
Already
Yeah,
did.
curing, warm water.
Out of water.
Okay.
Can
Yeah,
I get
you're
in
now
flank-
in flanking position.
All right, and once again, whack my bow over its head. That's my second natural one of the night, so it's likely just sort of tripping over my feet and just missing. Still
Yeah,
a little
like-
disoriented from.
This whacking things with your bow is very new to you, which is why you missed the first time. The second time was probably more like a lucky hit. And how it's strange that when you shoot your bow, you never realize how clumsy and heavy that thing actually is. Till you
Is
try
she
to
like-
hit something with it.
Can
And
she maybe
it's
like
kind of-
catch the string on it and then shoot it back, basically?
No, it's not that complicated. It's more
Oh,
just that the momentum of the bow is unexpectedly much, and it flies out of your hands and kind of it bounces off of a jump.
Can I use a free action to draw my machete in that
Absolutely.
case? Because
Absolutely.
I do not want to be unarmed and I have a feat for quick drawing.
Yeah, not being unharmed sounds like a good plan. And then jump.
Mm-hmm.
Jump, like turns towards the ledge further ahead, and does what he is named after, and just jumps into nothingness.
Do I get an attack of opportunity because he jumps away?
Yeah.
Then me as well.
Yeah, people who want to make an attack of opportunity against a fleeing animal may.
Yes!
Did
He
you
attacked
roll
my
an
friend.
20?
23.
Natural
Okay.
20.
Oh my god.
This is seriously. This is becoming a theme now. Where these animal
But it's
cruelty
not confirmed.
5 points of
part.
damage. From...
Definitely not confirmed. I rolled a 3 to confirm.
Right, how much
so-
damage?
First the body. No, the horse. It started with the horse.
5 points of damage.
Okay,
Five for me too.
yeah. So with that, before Jump can jump away entirely, with this punch and this cut that go deeper into Jump than most things should have. Jump, who was actually mid-jump, now you have, like, in between all of you, lies the back half of a mountain lion.
Oh
Asano is probably vomiting right now.
The
I
front
looked at his
half
fist.
nowhere
How did I
to
do
be
that?
seen. And that sounds like a good moment to take a break, to call a break,
my
so you can all
God.
think about your actions and the cruelties that you inflicted on the animals of this world.
no.
That
Oh.
sounds like a good idea.
Hello, we're back. I hope.
With tea.
Yeah, we're back with more water because, you know, we've got Finn in our party.
There's a lot of that going
Hello.
on.
We're going to continue on from the merciless slaughter of a fleeing animal. I'm never going to let that live down.
Oh god.
It's not a saying. It is now.
Hmm.
And you are here in this mountain pass that is now has less mountain lines in it.
Let's see. Asano was vomiting, I believe,
Yeah.
in the snow
Mhm.
somewhere.
Now,
Um,
I don't know if I have to ask this question, but I'm gonna ask it nonetheless. Are you going to pursue the two fleeing animals to slaughter them as well, or do you?
No.
No.
Okay.
Hey, in Ren's defense, this guy was very hurting someone else. He got it coming.
It would have killed me twice over.
Yes. And now we have meat.
I
God.
was exactly thinking that. I mean, is the flesh of the mountain lion edible? Question number 1. Question number 2.
Not sure if
Can
it's
I-
tasty, but it's edible. Should be.
A survival check.
Can I assist with this?
Yeah, sure.
What does that mean?
That means that you have to roll as well, and then if you
While
roll
Red
high enough,
punches
I think
the corpse.
I mean, can you beat a 27?
it's
We'll
not
see.
that you. Just let me talk, damn it!
Sorry.
It's not that you both roll. It is that Ren can assist by also making a survival check, and if that is, I think, at least 10, you get a +2 bonus.
Ooh, nice.
And I have looked at this before, and I've home ruled that I won't allow to help in skills if the other has more than 5 bonus higher than you, because then their expertise is just too much that
Yeah.
whatever help you can provide is just not helpful.
Well, with a 16, I'm come to a 21, so I think you get your +2 there.
So that's a 29.
Yeah. Like technically, yeah, mountain lions are edible. Like it's just meat. However, and even with a 29, I will still not give you the full information about it. There is a fair chance that the the meat of a teleporting mountain lion, which is something that mountain lions generally do not do, from beyond the world border here in the wastes, you're not entirely sure whether that's safe or not.
Right.
Well, in that case, I don't know if this is going to be useful, but I do have a life sphere spell called Diagnose. With a standard action costing no spell points and in touch range, I can get a detailed diagnosis of conditions and effects that affect this mountain lion.
Dead.
I mean, if you would do that, you would get the information that this mountain lion is currently dead.
Alright? But it's not diseased in any way. Or...
Two things you... Like, when something is dead and you cast Diagnose, it's just like, yeah, this thing is dead. And you don't get information about disease or poison or such. And also, if it would have been a disease or a poison, you're quite sure that this mountain lion was not diseased or poisoned. It is more that this is something that you've never been in touch with. Yeah. Like, this is unknown territory for all of you.
It's mostly just Kiva being curious and looking at this, knowing that, technically it's edible, but it's weird. So she's just like poking and prodding, and you see some magic glowing up.
Yeah.
Maybe
I apologize. I apologize in advance. It is not diseased. It is deceased.
Yeah.
If you know to apologize in advance, then just
No, just don't.
And still go through with it. Because generally those
in general, when you apologize in advance, it means you're going to do something bad.
Yeah.
And unless it's absolutely necessary, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Because I was very, very careful in my pronunciation of diseased.
Yeah.
Deceased.
People will definitely say we should
make
sure
should
that this
bury
is
it.
not in the path and buried properly.
We can just throw it off the cliff.
Those
you're
seem
now
like two
in the
very
path.
conflicting things.
Like the cliffs on both sides of you are up. There's no cliff down.
Where
if
did
you
Jump
want
want
to
to
throw it off
jump
the cliff-
to?
He
Oh,
teleported.
did Jump...
Teleport.
Oh. Okay.
That's why there's half of him here.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
And half
Okay.
of him is, somewhere else.
We can
Hopping around happily,
we can just take him with us.
Like the half of him?
Yeah.
I mean, this is heavy.
But is it edible?
Guys, can we leave the half animal here, please, and just go?
We should get it out of the
This
path.
is some
It's
prime
gonna
meat.
attract. It's not prime meat. It's partially poke throughable.
Oh.
Ren will start digging a hole.
Just drag it to the side
In a
of the path.
frozen
Yeah.
mountain area.
Yeah, you're in mountainous terrain, on frozen earth. No matter how hard you try, you're not going to dig that hole in.
Ren will
like,
still
a
try,
decent
and then
amount of time.
like,
Okay, yeah.
With
You're
your
like-
fists, right? Just
no,
Do you
I
have
have
tools
I
for-
have a traveler's any tool.
I mean, I can just make a vortex and bury it under a bunch of snow.
go ahead.
That also
Let's
sounds-
gonna
just
do
drag it
that.
to the side of the path first. Start
Yeah,
with
yeah.
that, then nobody
ahead.
else. Yeah.
Yeah. Ren
Go
will
ahead.
start dragging.
And then make a big ass.
Sanu is not
mountain
touching it or
of
even
snow.
looking at it.
Right. So there's now, in the end, there is a red trail of through the snow that ends in like this pile of snow.
I do think that we try to cover up the blood.
Just
Same.
right
Yeah.
right in the snow. Rip Cat the lion.
Cat the lion.
Eating a berry. What do you
That's
think
not
its name was?
Its name is Jump. No,
I
We
just
don't
named
know
him
that.
Cat.
that's a
Could
terrible
be.
name.
It's a good name for a cat.
If it was a spriggan, it would have been named Cat, definitely.
Why not Snowball? It's white.
That's way too long.
Alright, I'll add in slash
That's too
snowball.
long.
And it's not a
8 letters.
snowball.
Move, please. It's cold.
Yes, let's keep going, please.
Thank you. All right.
Continue to the path. Careful, once again, keeping an eye out for more creatures.
Yes. You go through the pass, and the pass has a slight a slight curve in it, and eventually you get to this point where you can already oversee the valley in front of you, a heavily forested area. And now we're going to the mechanics that I have homebrewed just today for just as something to try out how we're going to handle exploration instead of you make a survival check. You succeed, cool, you find the location. You feel, oh no, the location is now lost forever.
Right.
What we're going to do, and this is based on a system from the game Stellaris, of all things.
Oh.
Every location that you want to discover has a certain DC, a certain difficulty to find. And that is like the base survival difficulty. If you roll your survival check to search for this location, because you search for location with survival, if you roll that number, you find the location. If you roll up to 10 less than that number, you find a waypoint, specifically a major waypoint. And if you roll up to 20 less than the number, you find a minor waypoint.
Okay.
And waypoints are kind of locations that point you in the right direction. And a major waypoint reduces the DC for finding the location by 10, and a minor waypoint reduces it by 5.
All right.
And you can make 2 survival checks in a day. You can make a third, but then you're pushing it, and then you're going to start to experience negative effects from being like tired and drawing out this search.
Okay.
A good example of a minor waypoint is one that you get for free, because you approach through the mountain path. You are now at a location where you can kind of oversee the valley where Kronberg is somewhere in, and that's going to lower the DC of finding this place by 5.
Okay.
All right. So
What does this valley look like?
It looks like a forested valley, like heavy forests, in an entirely different climate than the mountains that you are in now. It is less cold. It is still wet. And you can see this kind of marshy terrain stretching out in front of you.
can I use a perception check and possibly aid it with spyglass to get a rough sketch of what the valley looks like relative to the mountains? Basically, try and get that if we enter the valley that we have some markers that we could use to reorient ourselves within it.
Yeah, I would actually say that you have a decent. You have a decent look of the valley now. It doesn't even require a roll. That's just
Alright.
you. You kind of know, and it's for like wherever you are in the forest. There are these 2 mountain peaks, and you know where those mountain peaks are.
All right. Can we spot any sign of Kronberg?
Oh,
Kronberg.
oh, I didn't recognize the name I made up myself.
Sorry.
I'm an otherwise great DM.
You really are, though.
No,
All right.
because
That's what the survival check is for, right?
yeah, that's what the survival check is going to
Yeah.
be for.
Let's roll.
So do we all roll, or do one of us roll?
how? Yeah, that's a good question.
One roll that may be aided.
So, how good are you guys at navigating unknown lands?
I'm okay. I'm good.
I'm great at navigating the cupboards under the stairs, and the attic. I get along fine with the attic. No, I have no idea. Sorry.
I'm fairly good at navigating. Yeah.
All right.
Except you've never been far from home yet.
Yeah, but there I know my way around. So, like proper landmarks and stuff.
Right.
I know
I
where
mean-
the church tower is. I know where the mayor's house is, and
That's impressive because even I don't know those things. But continue.
Continue.
Because navigating shit is my jam. So
But this
Yeah,
one's not
right.
that difficult, so maybe you shouldn't do this, because then if we get lost, then you can.
Yeah,
Where
sure.
does your idea that this one isn't that
What?
difficult come from?
No, it's a minus. You say we have a good view.
No,
it's like
you found a minor waypoint.
yeah.
we
So the
don't know.
difficulty for finding Kronberg is lower because now you have a decent view of
Yeah.
the valley, and it's like somewhere in this valley. So you know that it's not all the way there or all the way there, but somewhere there.
Let's
You don't have to
please
roll
just let
survival to find the waypoint.
let's please just let the professional do her job.
Fair enough.
Come on.
Anyone aiding me with this?
yeah, sure.
All right. Then you roll as well.
Yeah.
I'll probably throw
what's your
another
survival
snowball at the
bonus?
Sanu because
What
Mine
is it?
plus-
What's your survival bonus, Finn?
Finn's survival bonus is +7.
Okay, yeah.
that's better
It's
than
within
mine.
5 ranks.
Yes, that is within 5 ranks. That's why I asked. All right, yeah, both make me a roll.
I got a 13.
That's enough to give the +2.
All right. In that case, I have a 24.
Damn.
And I rolled a 14 for a 21 to hit Asano with a snowball.
Final snowball of the area.
You succeed.
There's no snow in your
Can
hand.
you not like emergency teleport the snowball back into Ren's face?
No, I don't have object teleportation.
Oh.
So
Dang
no,
it.
not yet.
I'm afraid that's going to be being hit by a snowball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
I
the
have cold
professional now?
resistance. So
Yeah.
it's very
But it does
professional of
scare
you. It does scare me. Yeah. What? Oh, Ren.
So you go into the valley. I'm going to say that for today you're going to get only one survival roll before like night falls, because you also traveled through the pass and had like an intense half a minute of combat because that's how combat works.
And a full hour of discussing what we're going to do with half a body.
Yes.
It was only half a minute? Damn.
Yeah, but you travel through this woodland that it is strange. It is kind of, it shouldn't have, but it both has the discomforts of traveling through like a warm mangrove-like forest, as well as the discomfort of traveling through a cold frozen marsh instead of the heat and cold cancelling it out. It is not a pleasant travel. But from up high, you saw at least a place to start. You saw a small location where you saw at least some type of structure. And sometime later, you arrive, and it is a waypoint. It is specifically an old piece of road with a waypost that is standing there. And one of the directions still says Kronberg on it.
In what language?
Ooh. I would say you're not quite sure, but it is in common script.
Ah. And since it's a name, it's readable.
It's a name, so mostly if it's like the same script, then
Yeah. Does it look like kind of weird? Like-
A little, but that might just be fancy writing.
Oh, right.
Nordstrom writing.
You also notice that there is a man sitting, leaning against this waypost, with a cloak that is somewhere between gray and green. And currently smoking a pipe.
What time of day is it now?
Early in the evening.
Good dusk. No. Good evening, sir.
Man
what
of-
are you doing here?
Good evening. Ah, yes. Well, I came through here on my way to somewhere else.
These are dangerous lands for a lonesome traveler.
Ah, well. With the beasts, maybe, but I'm a traveling merchant. Most people that encounter me on the road are usually happy to see me.
What is it you peddle?
Currently, I deal solely in arrows, but I plan to expand to some more exotic goods soon.
Kiva starts counting her arrows.
Are you a Fletcher then?
No, I'm more, like I said, a traveling merchant. I don't make the arrows myself. I sadly do not have that ability. If you would like, I can show you. Like, pops his pipe in his mouth, and with one hand he grabs a quiver that is next to him. And it's kind of a strange makeshift quiver. They're like these. I don't know in what situations you encounter them, but I know that they exist, so I'm going to try and describe them and hope that you recognize them. There are sometimes that you have these like rolls of fabric where tools are in it, and that you can like put them down and roll them out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically he kind of takes his quiver and then takes a piece of fabric out of it and puts it down and then rolls it out. And there is a wide variety of arrows in there. He puts his pipe down. This is what I currently have. I may have some more somewhere else, but this is most of it.
Can I appraise them?
Yeah, sure.
See
Make
if
me an
they're good
impression.
quality.
You guys going to be looking over your shoulder.
That is a 16.
All right. They seem to be decent arrows, and I would say with the combination between your appraise check and Kiva's expertise, the arrows are all at least masterwork.
What does masterwork mean in terms of arrows? Is that a +1 or?
I don't know if it really matters in terms of arrows. It's more like you get bonuses from it.
Oh, okay.
That does not stack with a masterwork bow, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a wide variety of arrows. I have some that are treated with alchemical silver. Some of cold iron, those are cheapest. Some of cryptstone, and he points at he's kind of now pointing with his pipe, and he points at a set of arrows that seem to have stone tips instead of metal ones. Then there are the enchanted arrows, and the special elementally enchanted arrows. Those are the most expensive.
That is
Okay.
very complicated. I've never actually used anything other than normal arrows, I will tell Asanu.
How much are you charging for these enchanted arrows and these?
All right. Alchemical silver, hard to make. 2 gold pieces apiece. Especially good against werewolves.
And undead,
what's
I
most known.
presume?
If you want to fight undead, you will need the even more expensive, I'm afraid, Cryptstone arrows. Those are the stone-tipped ones. They are significantly better against undead. Cold iron, good against Fae. It's cold iron, it's not that rare. 2 silver pieces apiece. But be careful, they're very hard to enchant. Enchanted ones, just the ones that are just a little bit sharper. 40 gold pieces apiece. Elemental ones, 160 gold pieces apiece.
Oof, that is expensive. Hey, do you have any idea? Have you been to Kronberg recently? It's around here somewhere.
He kind of looks at the waypost that is just behind him. Sure, it's not far from here, considering that there's a waypost.
Right.
Not be there, I'm afraid.
Any idea what kind of beings we might encounter there?
That was a natural one. No
He
idea.
thinks he knows it.
Well, too bad. You could have made a sail perhaps. No, yeah, I don't know. If you want any of this...
I could also have lied and then have a client
Yes,
less
that's
because
true.
you got killed in the process.
That's very true.
How many are the Cryptstone? How much are the Cryptstone arrows?
10 gold pieces apiece.
Ooh.
Are they reusable? Do they generally break when you...
You can try to recover them. It is possible.
They often bend, but...
In metagame, I think it is possible. I do not know the exact rules.
Sure. All right. Well, you can buy some if you want. It's an opportunity.
Yeah.
It's kind of expensive, but...
Well, I have some money from employment.
This is very sketchy, but all right. You have some money.
So you deal water. The elemental arrows, are they tied to a particular element?
There are 4 variants each tied to a particular element.
All right. In that case,
Those are
I'd like.
Very expensive, though. But okay.
I'd like 3 alchemical silver ones, 3 cold iron ones, and 1 elemental one. Do you have like a lightning variety or something? Lightning is
I
always
do
pretty
indeed.
strong. Yeah. It seems pretty cool.
No Cryptstone?
It's too expensive for what we currently have and this environment, I don't know.
Cryptstone is
Alright.
basically as good as an enchanted arrow against any undead. So while they seem expensive, they're still like 4th of the price of.
Right.
Yeah, but they are
Sounds
specific, so
Okay.
I don't know.
That's fair. All right. In that case, it comes out to be a 166 gold pieces and 6 silver.
Now there's definitely
The
gonna be
elemental
undead in
was,
Kronberg.
I heard 60 for the elemental one.
It's 160.
Alright, in that case I can't afford that one.
This
Too bad.
explains.
Yeah, cut out the number, that makes it much harder. Yeah, no. In that case I'll take 2 Cryptstone ones.
Right. It's 26 gold and 6 silver.
Alright. Knock it off.
And he takes out the arrows with one hand quite quickly. and gracefully is the word, not smoothly, and hands them to you.
Yeah, I'll pull both quivers off my back and start rearranging them so that I know where to find them.
I assume you also give him the money.
Oh yeah, definitely
Okay.
that first. That's the first action before
And
accepting the arrows. It's money.
He opens a pouch to his side. You cannot see that. He opens a pouch to his side and places the money in it.
Is he armed
And then-
actually? In any way?
He does seem to have a bow, like around this. You actually may make me a perception check.
That's a 24.
All right.
I'm missing that correctly? Yeah, 24.
There is something strange about him, and it takes a while until you notice. But it is when he puts the money in the pouch and he rolls up the fabric and kind of strange moment with it and puts it back in the quiver. He only has one arm.
Oh, that's yeah.
Can I?
Wait,
I don't
he has
want
a
it
bow
was-
though. How does that work?
Yeah, he was literally about to ask that. I'm sorry, I really don't mean to be rude. I'm just completely fascinated. I see you were injured, or
Well, injured. It's been that way for a long time. I wouldn't really call it injured anymore.
how do you operate a bow with that?
I mean, might miss an arm. Still got 2 feet.
That is so cool. I'll just sort of look at Ren, who might be the only one who understands my excitement at this feat of.
Yeah.
Ren is not there running. I think we're already in a forested area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ren
like
was
this like a clearing in a forested area.
Ren was behind the tree and he was peeing. And he was not part of this conversation.
Oh,
That's too bad.
that's quite amazing.
Yeah. For all the people in the chat who do archery or have done archery and are about to tell me that you can't or that it's extremely difficult,
You can.
I know that there's...
It is difficult, but you can.
Yeah. It's fancy setting, guys. It's fine. It's a fancy setting. A random merchant can shoot arrows with like a foot and a hand.
Very nice.
Thank you so much for these. These are really nice craft work. Well, just keep on tucking them away.
Yeah, I know.
Are you heading somewhere still?
Yeah, I presume I am. I mean, got to arrive somewhere at some time, I suppose.
No particular destination in mind that we may be able to offer some protection to?
Where do you come from?
Nah,
Where do you go?
not really.
Stop it.
I
We're heading
come
to
from,
Kronberg if you want to go there.
There are like many people there.
I have no idea. We were sent to fetch some stuff.
It's more than 10 people.
There's at least going to be 4 people, I presume. 5 if you come.
Fair enough. I think I'm going to continue north. I came from the south, plan to go north. And probably I'm going west.
Sure.
All right.
Good luck then.
Yeah, you too. Have fun in Kronberg.
Yes. If you're heading into the mountain, watch out for white mountain lions. They're hungry.
All right, I will take care. Thank you.
Okay.
And with that,
So we only had one check this day, so we have to make camp, right?
Yeah, it's like you
Nice
can
one.
travel a bit further in what, according to the road sign, is the direction of Kronberg, but then you will have to make camp.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Let's.
Right? Yeah, you make camp, you take a long rest.
Ren will ask Kiva what she bought because he didn't know.
I'll just do, like, so there's these alchemical silver arrows, which are really, really pretty, and then there's the cryptstone, and I still don't understand how he's gonna, like, get into how he would have fired it with missing one arm.
He was missing one arm?
Yeah.
How does he fire?
Exactly, that was what I was wondering. So basically, as we're walking, geeking out over martial skills.
Oh, silver arrows. Those would be silver arrows and heartstone arrows?
Silver arrows, I've got a couple cryptstone, and I've got some cold
Cryptstone,
iron.
not Hearthstone.
Wait, what? What did you say?
Cryptstone?
Cold iron.
No, that one.
Yes, you're a
Keep
fae,
that away
aren't you?
from me.
Yes.
I
don't like it.
I have some for safe measure. Of course I'm not going to fire at you. That's
Can I have
ridiculous.
one of-
Why would
oh,
I
yeah, never
ever
mind.
fire at any one of you? You're my
Well,
people.
I know these arrows. They hurt. More than regulars.
Yeah, that's
Like getting
that's
hit,
kind
I
of the
think.
point of them.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Have you ever
I
been...
put a description of Cryptstone. I put a description of Cryptstone in the chat.
All right.
Have you...
So you can see what it actually does.
Has anyone ever shot at you with these arrows or something
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah,
Was
It
it a
hurts.
guy with one arm and a pipe?
I don't think so.
Good. Just checking.
But I'm
That's,
Spriggan, and
no.
they just hurt a lot.
So I presume it wasn't your own people.
No, definitely not. No, we're not using those.
Then
Makes sense. We should set up camp.
I can touch iron. I mean, I can craft armor, so I can just touch it. But like weapons made out of
There
iron.
is a difference between iron and cold iron.
Yeah.
Is it because it's
Important to
cold?
know.
No.
It is close. I think it is like it has been forged at a lower temperature, which is why it is harder to make because it simply takes more effort. Don't ask me the specifics because
No.
I have yet to think them up.
Fair enough. Okay. So we're making a very, very safe campfire in the snow? I
Definitely.
presume?
in
Very
the marsh.
It's extra safe because there's snow everywhere.
safe. Yeah.
There is no snow here.
There's
Oh.
marshlands.
Oh,
Yeah.
because we're lower,
Anyway.
right.
Marshlands.
Point.
Like
But
it
it's still
is
cold,
a
right?
normal temperature here.
Oh, really?
Ooh,
It is
very
kind of-
nice.
It is a normal temperature. Yeah, it is a normal temperature, but sometimes it feels colder or warmer than it is.
Okay.
Ren will
That's
start.
just because there's wind.
Ren will start biting off some of his bandages and then applying them to some wounds he had from the battle.
Can I help with that? I will offer and show like the healing kit.
Hey, I have one of those too.
Oh,
It's very handy if you get into a lot of traps like me.
do you need some help?
If you want to,
Um,
you do this. You do this stuff.
well, I mean, it's a useful skill to learn.
Yeah, but like I do it because I know I'm gonna get hurt. If I go in somewhere, I'm gonna get hurt.
For me, it's mostly I don't want to be in a situation where I can't help someone who needs it. So I learned.
Hmm.
I don't apply it much in practice, though I've recently learned to do it to myself.
Doesn't it scare you, Ren, to run into situations like that knowing it's going to hurt?
No, I mean, it's what happens. You're gonna get hurt.
Well, but you choose to, even, it seems, almost. You run in so recklessly and let things hit you, it almost seems.
I found out, and others with me, that when you're like fighting someone, it's always like this like battle of wits almost. Like people are prepared to like block and attack And they're usually not prepared, like, if they hit something to then defend. They just can't do two things at once. And I just learned to do that, like, if they attack me, fine, then make sure I can exploit every weakness they have at that moment.
I suppose if you already accept that they're going to hurt you.
Yeah.
Well, that is basically also how it works with fire.
It is?
Yeah, I mean, if you go somewhere to fight a fire, when there's a house on fire, you must accept that there will be casualties. You try to prevent those as much as you can, but in the end, it is about saving the people that live there and saving the houses around it from the fire. So the damage done to yourself is repairable. The damage done to the house or the people in the house is maybe not. And
I'd say
I mean,
houses are more repairable, but all right, I understand.
yeah, but
what
also
saying.
just all of the properties.
right.
It is for me. It is my job to maybe also get hurt, and that's fine. And for Ren, it's the same thing. I think.
Well, I get hit, so I can hit. I'm not sure if it's the same with you.
Yeah, it's kind of different because fire doesn't really care. It just destroys.
Yeah, at
Sometimes
least
you
it
need to
doesn't.
make your
It's
way
not
through
doing
it.
psychological damage.
You will be surprised how much people don't care if they hurt you either. Should be good.
I know some people don't care if they hurt you. That's true. Anyway, who's taking
For the
first
rest
watch?
of the evening, we are staring at the fire silently.
Depressedly, yeah. This swamp is weird.
Yeah.
I'll once again
Cool,
take
you may all make me
third
will
watch.
save. No, just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Aw. Okay.
I'll take
Aw.
third watch again.
Okay, fine. You may all make me a will save.
Why?
Nice.
Why? I didn't
Hey,
do
this-
anything.
That one's on Hoop.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
that's a 9.
9 as well.
That's a 12.
Thank you.
I got a net 20.
Thank you, Asanu.
Yeah, like the unease of this swampy train in. This is your first rest in a place beyond the
World border.
beyond the world border in like the waste that used to be the old world. It's hard to fall asleep here. It's difficult because it just feels so uneasy and scary still. But you do all take a long rest.
Yay.
Yeah. Second watch, do you want us
I'll take first.
No,
Right.
4th again.
Okay.
Same as before? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. And I'll wake everyone up with some berries next to their bed.
Ah,
I'll
That's
check
nice.
if they're edible berries.
It's the same berries as yesterday.
Are they
they're
the same
still
berries
eight.
as yesterday?
I'm still
Yes.
gonna wait to check to see if Kiva
Okay.
agrees.
You all wake with the berries next to you, except for Ren, I assume.
Because
Actually-
you're already awake.
Yeah, except for Ren.
Ren died in his sleep. Oh.
Yeah.
As
And
Tano wakes up
you
with
ate
berries
all.
next to him. Berries.
In Soviet Russia, you wake up
They are
next to bed.
laid out in a little face.
Smiley, yeah.
Oh god.
So,
Let's pack up the camp.
Yes.
Yeah.
and then you travel onward.
Yes.
Mhm.
I would like a new survival roll.
Go for it.
I presume that's still me. And
Yes.
I will help.
alright.
Ren will look for a snowball and will not find anything.
That's above
Good.
10.
That's a 32.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Wow.
I swear!
Nice.
I've been rolling 1s and 20s like mad.
Honestly,
Alex.
you would have found it even without the previous landmark.
Yeah.
Or waypoint, I call them.
Mhm.
Landmark waypoints.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's almost more because of the direction that the sign was pointing. It's more a matter of following like that direction than it necessarily is of like looking for it. Until you get to a point where Kiva, you realize that the ground has slightly shifted. So it seems like there's a slight turn that you need to make. And it's kind of just from context clues, a hunch that you get that eventually turns out to be correct as you enter the overgrown ruins of the town that used to be Kronberg.
I don't think Asano even noticed that we made a turn. He was just following. It's like, oh, it was in a straight line all along.
And that's where I would like to end the session.
Ah!
All right.
So,
Can
people
you
that are
quickly
still
describe
watching.
what we see? Just so that we have something to meddle
Nope.
with?
Nope, that will come next week.
No!
Uh,
The unknown!
for people still watching, thank you for being here. If you aren't following us yet, go do so, because we want to get to 50,
Woo!
and we're
Into
like
the unknown.
you're late with that one.
Yeah.
That's I already started a different conversation.
Okay.
But yeah, we were Rules as Fun and supposedly still are. We will be back next week. I'm trying, okay? Please, have some
You're doing
mercy.
great. Yeah, you're doing great.
Have a little bit more mercy to me than you had to that snow lion.
Oh.
I mean, that one did kill me almost twice over.
Yeah.
So, you know.
8-0 but then, okay.
We did not eat it.
All right.
That-
Didn't.
Let's close up the stream, guys. Let's
Yeah.
close up.
Yeah. We should stop.
Thank you for
Um,
watching, everyone.
we were.
Thank
I
you
agree
for
with Warland, right? We were supposedly mean to this lion.
Shut up! We're stopping the stream, Robert. Come on, let me end the stream. Okay, it's over. This was the stream. Bye.